Health-wise, I think it's the healthiest that we've been. I think Donovan has looked good. He should be available tomorrow, as long as we have no setbacks between now and when he wakes up tomorrow. But he can't sit still, so we'll see. But he had some good work this week, so I know he's feeling good, and the team's ready to obviously start the season.
Is bringing him back incrementally still kind of the plan, or?
Yeah, I think just listen to the doctors, and you just trust, that he feels great. That the foot is it's a non-issue, and now it's about the cardio and just managing him, making sure he's going to go.
With him back, will you start him tomorrow, or will you put Sampson first?
I haven't really even thought about it, because we would just, Sampson's been maybe the most productive player in the close scrimmage work. So we've just been really evaluating Donovan the whole week, and haven't even had it sounds strange, but haven't even talked about that.
What do you want to accomplish tomorrow besides winning?
Just winning. Just winning and establishing our identity with this team, and show the work that we've put in since June, just how hard we've worked, and how our focus has been on this opener and playing, a good mid-major team with shooting and good front court players, but just to show that that we've been with how hard we play, how connected we are, just to show how hard we've been working.
Heading into tomorrow, how well do you think this group is looking chemistry-wise?
I think it's different. You've lost an incredible unifier in Andre, and just an incredible lead by example guy in Adama. And I think you start growing into those leadership positions when when the real bullets start flying, and things get uncomfortable, and you start dealing with difficult circumstances, and that's, I think, where leaders get made. So.
How much in your mind do you kind of have a rotation, or is it kind of go on feel who comes off the bench?
Yeah, I think we've got a pretty good idea of how we want to do it, in terms of not having too many freshmen on the court at the same time, if possible, and trying to support them with older players, and where Solo fits, and Hassan, trying to kind of break those things up, just so that you don't have a group on the court that is making it tough on each other.
What did Tim Russo contribute to your program last year?
Tim, just added to the culture, and just a really, really hard worker, and just did a great job for us in anything that we asked him to do, and really, really well liked and well respected here, and I think he's had a great career.
Was he a factor in getting this game on the schedule?
I'm not sure. We tried to find somebody worse for the opening.
Does this put the final stamp on the celebrations of last year? I know. That's over. We've tried to just minimize our role in tomorrow night as much as possible, with clothes that Nike wants us to wear, and participation in the unveiling. I don't want to sound ignorant or ungrateful, but the last thing that any of us are thinking about is the banner. That's for the students, that's for our fans, that's for the families of the players that are here from last year's team. But this is a whole new team, and not even right. We've had our banner up. Been looking at it the whole time.
How talented is this team offensively?
I think we got a chance, hopefully, to weather some defensive issues with young players by being a better offense than last year, in terms of hopefully making the first shot. That we've got people that could drive the ball. We've got people that could post the ball. We've got good ball screen players. We've got three-point shooters. We can play with pace.
we have a lot of different things that we haven't run in the past that are that we've been working on since June. So we're ready. I think we're ready to go.
What have you enjoyed the most about the combination of the possibilities of having Tristan and Stephon in the same backcourt?
Yeah, just having Cam and Tristan with the freshmen is comforting. Just to really try to help with the growth and the growing pains. Steph's really talented, and those guys are real veterans. So it's like having a couple big brothers out there with you.
As a freshman, how do you kind of handle that? You got to find new guys. You're not a guy who cuts people slack, so how do you kind of handle the mistakes?
Yeah, we've managed, the good freshmen that played, and they've contributed a lot. And the freshmen that aren't quite as ready, they either wait their turn or they leave. But I can't compromise, our ability to function and coach, coach scared or coach uptight. Really talented players get more leeway than guys with less abilities, and we just manage it game to game.
Do you feel like Tristan and Alex had rave reviews for Donovan the past week? Does he look pretty good in practices?
Yeah, he's physically he's looked great. Obviously, it's a game changer. I think something that we've struggled with. Some rim defense. Both internally and then in the close stuff. So that definitely changes things at that end of the court, and even offensively too. Just he can help you in so many ways. So it's surprising, but the game comes easy to Donovan. It's just about conditioning and rust.
A lot of your offense last year went through Adama. Will that be the case with Donovan for this year?
I think you use him in different ways. Obviously, you could use him in the paint as a post-up player. You could also play him out in space like a 7-2 quarterback, because he can really pass. He's really good in the ball screen game, and he runs and he rolls. I think he's a really versatile offensive player.
I have one, but I just slipped my mind.
I'll give you 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
No.
Just with Donovan, when he comes back, was it sort of like a plug-and-play thing with Sampson? How much different, I guess, are they both, and how much was practice different when Donovan was in versus Sampson?
I think we put a couple of different things in the last couple of days with Donovan, his health being where it is, and then we had all the stuff that we were doing with Sam. There's definitely different packages for both guys, because it's to have two centers right now that like we have. I think it's exciting going into the game.
When do you expect him, Sampson? He hasn't had a lot of game time over his career. So what are your expectations?
Yeah, he's been a part of a program that won a national championship, and I think when you're in a program, that's reached the pinnacle of the sport. You're in an organization with coaches and players and managers, and you kind of can drift off that confidence that the group has. That we've played in front of 75,000 people in a big ass dome and played it great and won it all. So shouldn't be any nerves. We play and coach at UConn. We played in the biggest spots as a program, and we didn't blink, and we executed brilliantly. So, and we've worked our ass off since June. That's where the confidence comes from, just putting in that work. We put in so much work.
Does playing Sampson and Donovan come later on down the line once you figure out what you can do with each of them individually?
Yeah, we're not at that point, especially just getting Donovan back where I can start answering those Donovan questions like I did last year. I look forward to that, though. It's going to be one of the highlights. And this is, I'm probably going to get even more because of Sampson's fluid movements. I can't wait, but not this week.
Who would you say is the backup at the 4 behind Alex?
Yeah, I think we've got big guards, so we can play 4 guards. Basketball's gone pretty positionless. It's all about having having some 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" perimeter people around the center that you can play interchangeably anyway. So, you've got Jaden Ross. Steph could guard 4 men. You got Stu, who's starting to make strides. Apostles could go over there. So.
I imagine you're one of the taller lineups in the country. Stefan and Tristan and Donovan, obviously.
We've got big guards, and that certainly helps in terms of length. And when you're playing a really good 3-point shooting team, like we are tomorrow with McLaughlin and Lloyd, it's you got to be able to guard the line, and the length and the athleticism definitely helps.
You take a lot of pride in evolving as a coach, and now working on that offensive side of the game when you've been so intense and defensive minded.
Yeah, I do. But I just think every offseason you're trying to get better in some ways, and for us, for me this year, it's showing maybe more poise and not getting quite as emotional as I did at times in the past, trying to manage the game a little bit better, manage myself better, without losing the fire, because the fire is what the players like, and the fire is what, it's a little bit of the gas in the engine. So, defensively being a little bit, be able to get away from some things we've done in the past and make some adjustments at that end of the court too.
Does this team have a chip on its shoulder going into this year?
Yeah, I think you do just every year here. It's just the people that we all have together here. We love basketball. You only, you come to Storrs, Connecticut. It's a great university, world class, no doubt. But you go play ball here or coach here, you're about ball, And this is what we're all here for. This next 5 months that we're about to go and try to do something special.